Rah Rah Boom is a game about ninja cheerleaders taking on robots in a mash of beat 'em up and shoot 'em up action. It sounds like the kind of indie that demands attention, but does it bring the boom or just fizzle out? Let's dive in. The premise is absurd. Earth is under attack by rogue AI, and humanity's only hope lies in 4 ninja space cheerleaders. Each character has their own personality and weapon of choice, and the story follows them as they fight to avenge a fallen comrade. It feels like a blend of Saturday morning cartoons and comic book drama. It's entertaining but not very deep, although I wasn't expecting it to be. In other words, the story is serviceable. It fits the theme, but it's not something that you'll remember after the credits roll. This is where Rah Rah Boom nails its identity. The art direction is a comic book come to life. Hand-drawn characters and bold colors make it visually distinct. The characters themselves pop on screen. Each character is easy to identify, with weapons and animations that fit their personality. I will say though, if the game never told me that they were cheerleaders, I would have never known. The backgrounds are beautiful, but enemy designs seemed a little boring to me. All in all though, it's a good looking game.
Missiles, mortars, semantics.
On PC is where I played it, and the game runs well. Smooth frame rates with no real technical hiccups. It handles the chaos of enemies filling the screen without major slowdowns. I have heard though that the Switch version doesn't perform as well, but since I didn't play that version, I can't really say for sure. Overall, the performance is solid where it counts, but if you're on Switch, just be aware that you may not be getting the same experience. Here's where Rah Rah Boom tries to separate itself from other brawlers. It's not just a beat 'em up, it's also a shoot 'em up. You can slash up close, blast enemies from a distance, and dodge enemy attacks. Each character has their own moveset. You've got Eris for melee, Seda using rollerblades for speed, Ren's precise katana strikes and ninja stars, and V's heavy shield. The differences give the game variety, and swapping between them in co-op keeps things fresh. With that being said, the melee combat doesn't feel as smooth as it should. Attacks can feel stiff, combos don't always chain cleanly, and sometimes hit detection feels off. The enemy variety is another sticking point. Early on, it's exciting with robots and drones, but as you progress, patterns repeat and missions blur together. The structure becomes predictable. Clear a wave, move forward, and repeat. I get that this is usually the case with beat 'em ups, but it is nice to break up the repetition with some sort of alternate type of gameplay here and there. Boss fights are better though, with flashier mechanics, but they're not enough to fully break the repetition. You collect scrap metal from enemies throughout the stages in order to upgrade your characters between missions. There are the usual things like upgrading health and attack power, but there are special moves to unlock with unlockable ammo types. The upgrades were the only thing that kept the combat from getting extremely stale. The gameplay is kinda rough around the edges, but it is decent, mindless fun. Co-op is definitely the star of the show. With 4 players on screen, the chaos ramps up in the best way possible. Combos overlap, special moves explode, and the game's energy really comes alive. Unfortunately, there's no online multiplayer, it's local only. If you've got friends around, it's fantastic, but if not, you're missing out on the best version of the game. Solo is doable, but the flaws in combat and repetition are more noticeable when you're doing it alone. The soundtrack is upbeat, high energy, and it fits the futuristic comic book vibe. It's energetic enough to keep fights moving, but it doesn't stand out as memorable outside of the game. Sound effects carry more weight. Blasts and explosions all feel satisfying, even if the voice work is pretty bad. It's functional and fun, just don't expect anything award-winning here.
I know you know this, but it is important to review. To remember.
She opens every class with this.
She said it so many times, even she's bored of it.
I'm trying to learn how to sleep sitting up with my eyes open.
Oh, after you figure it out, teach me.
I had an okay time with this. It gets repetitive pretty quickly, but the curiosity of what new unlocked ability was next kept me moving from level to level. There are definitely better beat 'em ups out there, but as a fan of the genre, I'd say it was a decently good time. At $19.99 US and $25.99 Canadian, it feels a little too expensive for what it is. The campaign is short, around 5 hours or so, but the co-op replayability and multiple characters give it a bit of longevity. If you're buying this strictly for single player, the value drops. This seems to be primarily a co-op first experience, like pretty much all games of this genre. You will get more value out of this if you play with friends. Rah Rah Boom is a stylish, energetic brawler that thrives on chaos and couch co-op. Its comic book aesthetic is fantastic. Its combat system is ambitious, but it is somewhat lacking in precision. When it comes together specifically in co-op, it's pretty fun. But the stiff melee, repetitive mission design, and lack of online play holds it back from greatness. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more gaming content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
This is clearly referring to the roller coaster that can transform into a monster and is also coming our way.
Oh, ooh, yeah, right. Thinking about that too. Same page.